This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Florida Gators offense will go on the attack first. There's Tramell Jones Jr. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
He'll try to feel the butt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Oregon's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Dante Moore, man, he was razor sharp last time out. Completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The run inside. It's Davison. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
From the gun, the running back has it. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Now here's more. It's complete to the right. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Jones to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Running back didn't even
That's
step up.
a good example there of complementary defense.
Terrible.
The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to
There's only
to have
2
to
things you
hold the
do with
ball,
your
try to
head
work through his
down. We
progressions,
are not
and then
in
the
a
pass
church,
rush, they
sir.
win up front.
This will be a punt, I guess.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Makes a move. Can they catch him? Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Running inside, it's Davison.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
when you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after they catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mays. It's great to think you're going to score
My
every
control
time you
freak came off on that run. That's unreal.
And what
Terrible.
a bad decision. He's down at the 6.
Cool.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Jones wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats.
Yeesh, that's domination.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Gators decide to punt it away.
No time. Man, you getting manhandled over there.
Takes it on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Using his legs, it's Davison. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll try it again. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Caught, and he's got room. Powers through. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Jumped.
He's brought down, but there's
Brutal.
a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option at working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Ducks want to move quickly. Moore to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this can get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Pressure coming. Right on the money. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, it's players over plays, and like find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. First up, a look at James Madison going up against Appalachian State.
That's actually the game I was the most excited for this week, so I'm really glad they showed that.
Over to your game inside the swamp. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with Coach Dan Lanning at the half. He has really talked to his team at the half about how they are executing with this noise. On the road, trying to separate themselves and stay alive in college football playoff contention. They've got to be better at the line of scrimmage. He said our guys have to lock in, look each other in the eye, and make sure everyone understands their job here to start the third.
Holly, thank you. Moore. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not
Let's
the way
go.
to start a drive.
Man, that's huge. Okay.
How about that? Making a play and setting up your
Come away with
offense
some points.
inside
That's all we
the
need
40 at the 39.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks.
Didn't get it. Unreal.
Make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Should have just taken the points.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Here's more to throw. Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Handoff, Jaden running left. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring it
I think
down
if I
to
get
the
that
offense
throw
started
actually
on the
out
next
there, he
drive.
scores. That's rough.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the option. Now the toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Here's a give the ball. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ball. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive,
dude, that was
took only
massive.
6 plays. And he found
All right,
his
we
way
got
in the
that
end zone
4th down
for the 7
one.
to
Let's
cap
go.
it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight.
Look, even the computer's trying to cheese me with that crap. Let's go, boys.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Just a short pass to the tight end. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time, and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and park it at the 47. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's ball.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Coming up on second down as they try to hold this lead. Ball again. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out.
Dang, I can't believe I came back. The defense just unreal in the second half.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
Wow. So the Gators pull it out. Upset. I don't know, maybe.
Games are created
13-10. That's what I'm talking about.
Matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Held Oregon to 127 yards of total offense. Unbelievable. Well, there goes his Heisman chance. He's gone. I think we finally got a quarterback, too. We got that figured out. So there we go. Moving forward. I think we get a bye week. A couple teams looming large on the schedule. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a great day.